Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of TarotVybezTV. Hi, hello. So on this week's episode of TarotVybezTV, okay, as always, we're going to do a general pull for the collective, kind of dig around and see what's going on with everybody's general overall energy. And then afterwards, okay, after we do a small pull for the collective, I kind of want to get into my other part-time job, which is an herbalist, and I want to talk about the importance of health and wellness. Okay, a lot of times we tend to negate or neglect our physical temples and bodies. So this week, I kind of want to just talk a little bit about health and wellness and the overall general importance of it. Because trust me, if you're not taking care of this body, you don't have anything, okay? So you guys know how this works, right? First and foremost, we're going to thank saints, spirit guides, ancestors. Okay, we want to thank our most benevolent entities and energies, right? We're going to thank them all for their love, guidance, and protection during this session. Okay, we want to thank our shadow team and our light team. And we want to ashe all of the ancestors. Ashe, ashe, ashe. As their story was written, so is our own. Okay, so is our own. So I'm just going to shuffle this last deck around here a little bit. We're going to see what card that was that jumped out at us. Okay, and then we're going to kind of start our reading here. Ooh. So the first card that jumped out was opportunity and change. Okay, and just along the lines of kind of what I want to talk about after, we all have the opportunity to make changes within our health, our physical health, our mental health, our spiritual health, and our emotional health, right? So this opportunity and change card could mean a plethora of different things. We're going to pull a couple more cards to see exactly what that was talking about, okay? But we are in Pisces season. Okay, so coming into Pisces season, there's lots and lots of room for change, lots of room for growth. Okay, this is a time for you to really take control over your intuitive nature. Okay, so it's stop second guessing yourself. Stop second guessing those voices that you hear, that little voice that tells you something isn't right or something is right. Okay, sometimes we miss out on opportunities for change and growth because we are too busy second guessing and doubting ourselves, right? So coming into this Pisces season, we want to rely more heavily on our intuition. Okay, we want to really be taking control and taking charge over the things that are coming our way. Okay, so let's just see what Spirit has to say here for this opportunity and change card for you all, the general collective. Let's see. Oops. So in true Piscean nature, as I'm going to call it, right? These cards don't want to come out. And I'm saying that because Pisces are the last of the signs, right? So they were the last ones to kind of be thrown out there. Stubborn, sort of like Taurus energy. Composure. And so this is funny. We have the music card and we have this composure card. So if we take the composure with the music card, this could be an indication that some of you guys, this change that you're seeking, right? This could come from you expressing yourself through music. Okay, you might be a great writer, you might be a great composer, not composure, but composer. Okay, and this might really be an avenue for you to find some peace within your day. This could also be saying, right, when you're close to losing your composure, when you're just on the verge of cursing somebody out or, you know, getting overworked or overwhelmed, you might want to put on your favorite song. You might want to listen to some meditation music. Okay, this is really saying that music could be a part that's able to soothe your soul. Music could be a healing modality for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be you performing it or playing it or writing it, but it could be you listening to it. I do singing bowl sessions. I'm a practitioner of sound healing therapy, okay? And the way sound technology is able to uplift our energy and change our vibration is absolutely amazing, okay? Sometimes we tend to downplay simple things like music, but in all reality, everything is a vibration, and music just gives you a different vibration. So some people here might need to really sit back, listen to your favorite tunes, light a candle, okay, get your favorite drink, and doesn't necessarily have to be alcoholic or anything like that, right? Get your favorite drink and just relax. You know, when the kids are in bed and asleep and you have some downtime to yourself, right? Put on your favorite tunes and just kind of relax, because Spirit is really saying that if you're getting too overworked and too overwhelmed throughout your day, then that means you could be missing key opportunities for change. Okay, you could be saying, oh, I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm not in the mood to do that, or this, that, or the third. And they're really saying, you know, if you slow down a bit, if you learn how to control these emotions, you'll really start to seeing that they're trying to open a bunch of different doorways for you. You just have to slow down a little bit and be more in tune with the things that are going on around you. Okay, so let's get another card here, or two, since two seem to have fallen out. Ooh, we have this full moon card, surrender to the divine. Okay, it's asking you to surrender. It's asking you to, you know, when we were children, they would say, you know, do as I say, not as I do, right? So this is really Spirit, God, whatever you call that higher power, really telling you, don't question the moves that I'm making, or don't question the moves that I'm having you make. Don't question when I'm removing people from you or bringing people to you. I know what I'm doing. I'm the co-writer of this blueprint here, right? So just surrender, allow these things to happen, allow these things to occur, and you will start to see amazing changes. And right on time with it, right? This full moon in Virgo card, it says you are good enough. So a lot of times, honestly, we don't feel like we can surrender and allow things to just naturally occur. And that's because of how we really view ourselves. We might say too many times, you know, I should have listened to myself and I didn't. So therefore, I don't trust my own judgment. I don't trust my own intuition, right? And this is really saying everything that you've been through, you had to go through. So you are more than good enough. Whether you realize it or not, you are absolutely amazing at anything and everything you put your mind to. You just have to really believe that you are that amazing. So it doesn't make a difference if you were in an abusive situation. It doesn't make a difference if your childhood had a bunch of things going on in it. You know, I was neglected as a child. I wasn't raised by my biological parents. You know, I might have had a parent in and out of the system, or it could have been me in and out of the system. They're saying none of that really matters, because your Creator created you to go through these situations. So the only thing they're asking you to do now is to look at your life with nothing but hope and positivity. So some of us really should sit back and think about how much do we really beat ourselves up? How much do we really count ourselves out? How much do we really have faith that the things that we want will come into fruition for us? Because that's going to be the ultimate deciding factor on if you really receive these things. Am I going to receive these things because am I open enough to believe that I am good enough to receive? Right? So Spirit wants some of us to kind of take a step back. Take a step back and realize that you are pure greatness. I tell people this all the time. All the things you went through have nothing to do with who you can become. If you allow yesterday to dictate where you can go tomorrow, you're always going to be stuck in today. And that's not a place you want to live, right? So ironically, as I was saying that, I pulled the bottom card off of that deck, and it's a blatant no. And so I'm going to take this no as saying, no, you are not defined by your past. No, you are not defined by even the things you've done today. No, these things do not automatically dictate where you can go and who you can be in the future. Okay? And then for others of you, if you tuned into the show today with a yes or no question, it could be telling you no, wait a little bit, don't jump into something. No, this relationship or companionship might not be for you. Okay, no, even though you're looking at this job thinking, oh, I think I can do this, this will be great for me, right? This might be telling you hold off a little bit. Okay, there might be something way better coming in the future. Because that's literally how things work, whether you realize them or not. When one door closes, it's so the door that's for you can open. So let's see what else do we have here. Let's see if we can get a clarifier for this no card. Let's get a small clarifier for this no card and see how that's going to play out. I feel like they're saying no. No clarifiers for the no card. Grounded, liberation, and non-duality. Wow. Okay. So the reason you could be feeling like you're facing a bunch of no's, say you've been putting in a bunch of job applications and things of that nature, and you feel like you've been getting a lot of no's, okay, they might be telling you to get more grounded with your expectations. Okay, if you know you don't have the qualifications to be a brain surgeon, don't go on Indeed and fill out to be a brain surgeon just because, they need brain surgeons, right? So this is telling you to get a little bit more grounded with the things that you're trying to do. Get a little bit more grounded, get some actual solid plans, okay? Because these solid plans are going to lead you into liberation, okay? These solid plans are going to take you into a space where you could not even imagine. This sense of freedom that you're looking for outside of that comes when you get more grounded. Okay, this sense of freedom that you're looking for, this liberation, actually starts in your mind. It doesn't start in your physical body. It starts within your mind. So this is asking you to kind of make some necessary adjustments to your mental and emotional health, because that's where you're going to really start to see this sense of freedom sort of blossoming. And this non-duality card is actually one of my favorites, so I'm actually going to read this to you. Okay, this says, let your authentic beauty shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. Okay, I don't actually like the word bowing. I actually, when I repeat this to people, I say honoring. Okay, because you don't necessarily have to be submissive to spirit. This can be a relationship that is equal, right? When you're in church and you're praying and you're in whatever religious, caste or system that you partake or believe in, it's always a sense of equality. It's always a sense of, if I give just this much, I will receive just this much, right? So non-duality is really saying you don't have to be stuck. And this is for all my, I'm going to say this next for all my spiritualists, my newfound spiritualists out here, right? You don't have to just, the church ran me off because they were this, that, or, I felt like the people in the church were this, or you don't have to give up every aspect of church just because you felt run off. You can be spiritual and still read your Bible. You can be spiritual and still pray. You can be spiritual and still listen to gospel music, right? You don't have to be just one way. You take whatever works from everything that you've ever picked up and allow it to kind of mold you into whatever it is you feel you want to be. So this non-duality card is saying, actually don't box yourself in. Be as free as you need to be, and everything is going to kind of work out fine. Okay? And I actually think this non-duality card is kind of a good segue into this the health and wellness that I wanted to talk about today, because a lot of times we feel like, I'm trying to get healthy, and when I'm trying to get healthy, they tell you only have to do this, right? Or if I just work out, but I don't find the energy to work out. When I try to work out, it just doesn't work out for me, right? So I kind of feel like when I coach people after they get detoxes from me, I kind of feel like they get stuck. They get stuck in a certain notion that only one way is going to work. So I tell people, when you're detoxing, when you're trying to get healthy, it's really you finding this sense of what works for you. Okay, about 6 years ago, I went alkaline vegan, and that was fine. That worked for me. That helped me cure an eye ulcer and a whole bunch of other things, right? But I noticed as the years went on, being alkaline vegan wasn't necessarily still the best choice for me. So I made necessary adjustments to things that better suited where I was and who I seen myself being. I'm saying that to say, in any journey, especially a health journey, you have to figure out exactly what works for you. Okay, for some people, being vegan or alkaline vegan is going to be amazing, and they can do that for the rest of their lives. For some people, being vegetarian is going to work out just fine for them. Then you have pescatarians. I've even heard of aeritarians, people that literally don't eat anything, and they just work on their breath work, and they breathe, which is a little crazy to me, right? But no judgment zone. So it's really about finding the modality that works for you. Why, Leslie? Why are you talking about this today? I'm talking about this today because it is proven, or actually scientists are working on the notion that your intestine is actually your first brain, and the brain in our head is our second brain. Why is this important? This is very important because if your intestinal tract is backed up, if your intestinal tract is not working properly, if there are, you can get, ruptures and holes and stuff like that, those things actually affect your brain function, and how you talk. These things actually affect your emotions. They affect you on a day-to-day basis. That's why when you go to your doctor with certain ailments, they ask you, well, what have you been eating? What's your diet like, right? That's because they have realized that what we eat plays such a major part in every single function of our body. Your intestine is one of the organs in your body that are intraconnected to every single organ in your body. So it's very important that you're detoxing. Okay, there's something called intermittent fasting. Okay, that's also very helpful. Some people intermittent fasting consecutively, and some do it like, okay, today I'm just going to watch what I eat from the hours of this and this. I'm not going to eat certain things. I'm only going to drink. I'm only going to juice. Right? And then some people say, okay, so for these next 3 days, instead of just today, from the hours of 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., so for the next 3 days, I'm only going to juice. I'm only going to drink water. I'm only going to, ingest certain herbs and herbal teas that are really good for my body. So doing these things are amazing ways that we are able to kind of keep our body on track, keep our body in a healthy state. Because if your body starts to fall into a state of disease, disaster, then you get diseases, right? When your body functions are no longer functioning properly, that's when you get sick. So I just kind of want to talk about that, or I wanted to touch bases on that. I kind of wanted to put out there the importance of drinking water. Okay, sometimes, like you hear it in my voice right now a little bit, right? Sometimes when we don't drink enough water, that's when you start to have like brittle nails and skin problems, okay, strong urinary odors and body odors. Okay, so drinking straight water, not juices and soda, but drinking straight water is actually one of the best ways to kind of cleanse your body, even if you don't do something as drastic as intermittent fasting or detoxing. Making sure that you're drinking at least your body weight in ounces in water a day is a very good way to flush your system. It's a very good way to keep all your organs running smoothly and properly. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to put that out there, that literally taking the best care of your body that you can is going to be so beneficial. If you notice over the years, they're saying our lifespans are shortening. There used to be periods in time where we lived up into 100 plus years, and sort of now we're in the 60 to 70 year range, right? So really treating your body good, really eating healthy foods, lots of greens, lots of fruit and vegetables. Okay, that's really going to help the longevity of your body. I can't stress enough, nobody wants to die young, right? Nobody wants to die from heart failure, kidney failure, liver failure and stuff like that. So really, really, really taking good care of your body and putting the necessary fruits and vegetables and herbs in your body are so important. The detox tea that I created in Cell is a Parasite cleanse detoxing tea, right? And one of the main herbal ingredients is an herb called wormwood. So everybody can look this up. It's WOORMWOOD, wormwood. Okay, and this is actually a great herb. It helps to expel. It's a little bitter. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a bitter herb. So you might want to get some all-natural agave or honey if you're gonna get the herb and make tea with it. Okay, but this herb is a really good expellant. It kind of pushes out mucoid plaque, mucus, any kind of tapeworms, any kind of parasites. Okay, it really helps to expel these from your body. So if you can grab some of that. Sometimes they have some down at, they'll have some down in the bulk herbal section at the Honest Weight Food Co-op. So you can go there and get some. You can order some from offline, Amazon, Etsy shops, things of that nature. But getting herbs like wormwood, those are really good herbs you can get and just brew little herbal teas, drink them in the morning, okay? Follow them with a lot of water so that they can really flush the things out of your body. And you can really do these simple things every single day, to help keep the longevity of your body, to help keep your temple nice and healthy, okay? Because that's the last thing we want to be doing is watching our body deteriorate in front of us. Especially, quiet as kept, I'm like 40 years old, right? So coming into this age group, I noticed a bunch of things changing with my body. And so it's really important that when we start getting older, to keep our joint health, our bone health, right? It's really, really important that we start taking care of our body and doing certain things so that we're not laid up in a hospital bed somewhere going, I wish I took better care of my body. So that's my message for today, is to really take care of your body, really, really work on, and a little at a time. So this is what I tell other people. Don't get overwhelmed thinking that you have to do this stuff all at once. Don't get overwhelmed thinking that, if I don't start this major change in my life tomorrow, nothing's ever going to really work out for me. I'm never going to be able to do it. I tell everybody, proper preparation prevents poor performance when it comes to detoxing and everything in your life, okay? You have to really set yourself up mentally so that physically your body will be prepared to follow through. So get a clear picture in your mind what you want to do. I tell everybody, take one necessarily bad food out and replace that with a good healthy food, just one at a time. And before you know it, you'll be on a good path to great health. It's really, I'm going to say it's really that simple, but it is in the sense that you can do anything you put your mind to. Okay, so before we get out of here, I just want to do my favorite little cards, right? We're going to pull a starseed card and see what they have to say. And look, right on time, inner worlds. We have this inner worlds card. And this says your external world is a reflection of your inner world, right? And vice versa. So you want to take care of the external and the internal, right? So guys, we're about to get out of here, but you guys know how I leave you all the time, okay? From the top of your head to the soles of your feet and everything in between. Be healthy, okay? Be healthy, healthy, healthy. Our health is our true source of wealth, so if you don't have our health, we legit don't have anything else, okay? Your physical health affects your spiritual and emotional health, and your spiritual and emotional health affect your physical health. So just be healthy all across the board, guys, all right? I'm out of here. Have a good night. Deuces.